Hello there. Eric Freshley here from Freshley Stream Games. That's a little bit high. We got PlayStation State of Play coming up here. Let me get this all set up. So, I wouldn't normally be doing this at this time. This is a bad time for me. This would normally be the time I'd be asleep right. But, let's see what this also. I think that sounds a little bit high to me. Their audio, especially with how tired I am. Hang on, I'm gonna turn them down just a bit. Okay, so yeah, I would normally be asleep right now, but I had some vacation days to burn. So I scheduled, just made this a 3-day weekend for me. Had no idea that this was going to be this day. Just kind of a lucky coincidence there. My light seems weird. My face light. My face light wasn't working for me for a minute. I had to unplug it and plug it back in. It's working now, but I look like blue as fuck. Obviously, I got a blue light behind me, but... a little bit. Anyway, let's get this on creator mode. I also set up a chat overlay. Oh, there it is. There's Lisa in the chat. So now you can actually, when I'm talking, you know, to the chat, now you can actually see what the hell I'm saying. Good deal. All right. Yeah. The only problem is now I look super blue. I wonder. I can adjust that, and I can definitely adjust it, but now it's screwing everything up here. Let's see. Okay, that's a little brighter. All right. We'll make do with that. I've been playing with my stuff a little bit, if you haven't noticed. Maybe I should mess with it. That didn't really seem to make much of a difference, and I shouldn't play with it right now anyway. Anyway. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna see here? So it sounds like little to no first-party things. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and bring up their blog post to kind of go over exactly their wording. That later. Here we go. New looks and anticipated games from a third-party partner. So they're saying 0 first-party games. None. Which, you know, is consistent with what Jeff Grubb has been telling us. He says they're going to do their own big first-party showcase before E3. That is still bothering me. So, you know what? Maybe I'll just... Here's what I'll do. No. Oh. Ah. Yeah, bro. Sorry. Just gonna go back to purple, which is less striking than the blue is, but it doesn't make me look so blue. I'm sorry. What the hell was I saying? I'm very tired. As I'm getting on, I would normally be asleep right now, but since I took off, just not knowing about this, I just happened to take off for tonight anyway. So I've been awake for quite a while now. I'm looking forward to getting some sleep after this. But anyway, so no first-party games at all. It is going to be 45 minutes, though, I believe, and 16 games. Also, they put a note in here. It says, "Hey, might be some licensed music here, so you might get if you restream this, you might get demonetized." Oh well, nobody's buying my shit anyway. Now the only one they said there's gonna be 5 VR games, which I don't really care about VR, but it would be a big deal if they brought Half-Life Alyx here. That would be pretty shocking. Nah, not even shocking, but just it'd be big news. Because I do think it's gonna happen eventually. The only other game they've named is Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, and they said 15 minutes up, so that's gonna be the biggest chunk of this game we've seen, and I can't wait for that. I'm very much anticipating that game big time. Lisa and I are gonna play it co-op. We're gonna stream it co-op on this channel here, and that's one of the games I'm looking forward to the most this year. I still have not decided if I'm gonna play as Samoa Joe, King Shark, or Deadshot. He's got a jetpack. I don't know yet. Maybe I'll have a better idea after this show. Other than that, like, I don't know what could be here. I mean, there's always a possibility for Street Fighter. I mean, they've been showing a million Street Fighter things. There's always a possibility of more Final Fantasy 16. I would like the Final Fantasy Tactics remaster, which has been rumored forever, to be here. That'd be fantastic for me. We got some reports today about Metal Gear stuff. I don't think it'll be here. That's probably more for the Sony, the PlayStation showcase. Their big first-party stuff, even though it's not a first-party game. They're gonna partner with it, like they are Final Fantasy 16. So I don't know. There'll probably be a lot of indies here. Like, this is not gonna be a big thing. I guess kind of what I'm beating on the bush saying. This is not gonna be a big show. It's almost a contractually obligated thing. They have a bunch of partner games, a bunch of indie games they partner with, and they told them, you know, hey, we'll put you on a state of play. And then, you know, they get to the point like, oh, well, I guess that means we have to put on the state of play, even though it might not be the biggest one. We got to do it. At least that's what we're hearing from people like Jeff Bro. But still, you know, hey, Suicide Squad is almost good enough for me, honestly. Rocksteady game. Rocksteady hasn't had a game in 7 years. 7 fucking years. You know what I mean?
True that. True that.
Oh wait, I forget I don't have to hit him twice anymore. So like, that's crazy. That's a lot of time. I know they've had games that they've started and got canceled in that time, so it's not like they've been working on this one game that whole time, but still, it's a long ass time. And I am curious to see what they've done with it. You know, I'm always down for co-op games. Not so much open world, but we're getting 2 of those, like a back-to-back, Redfall and Suicide Squad, 2 open world co-op games. I'm gonna have to put a leash on Lisa. Say, hey, stay on mission. We're headed this way. Don't wander off. But it'll be fun streams. I'm looking forward to both those a lot. Probably even Redfall more than Suicide Squad, but hey, Suicide Squad, you get a jetpack. There it is. It's weird now having a chat overlay and I'm like banging it out. But let me be free. Well, you know what I say to that.
You should have never jumped in my chili, baby. Now it's time for you to go down.
Lisa, are you still planning on being Harley in Suicide Squad, or are you undecided yet? Maybe need to see. Well, I mean, we really haven't seen very much, so right now it's just kind of, hey, who do you like? I, of course, like Samoa Joe, but Deadshot has a jetpack. Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to think of, like, what else has been rumored, and I'm so tired, so, like, my brain's not working. But, you know, Final Fantasy Tactics Remaster, I think, is a possibility. And I don't want to shoot for the stars here, because this is not going to be a big show. So I'm not going to say crazy shit. I don't know. I would love it. We know they're doing a Twisted Metal game to coincide with the show coming out late this year. like I said, though, I don't expect anything first party. If they do try to slide something in, I guess it could be that, but and that would make me very happy. I want to see it, but I'm expecting that more to be in the showcase coming up before E3. But I'd love to be wrong about that. Why is your chat thing not showing up? Or did I just miss it? Because they do disappear after a couple seconds. I could probably extend that time. I might do that after the stream. But I'm gonna use my 3-day weekend, by the way, to stream more Metroid, more Wild Hearts. I was gonna do Atomic Heart, but it's kind of getting middling reviews. It doesn't really seem worth it, and I'm having a real good time with Metroid. I think I'm winding down with it, I think. Although I don't have many artifacts yet, so maybe I'm wrong about that. And then, and I really want to dive more into Wild Arts, so I'm probably just going to skip over Atomic Heart, unfortunately. Kind of hoping for better for that game. And then, man, Destiny Lightfall's getting here soon. And I'm just kind of mentally double checking to make sure there's nothing else I want to get done before Lightfall hits, because that hits on Tuesday, and is that right? Tuesday? Maybe Thursday. And Destiny's gonna go off for 24 hours before that, so like there's only like 4 days left to play it, which means at least you only got 4 days left to get Robodog. You better put a step on that if you want them. Other than that, you know, I do expect mostly indies. I'm trying to think if there's any, like, indies that are floating around right now that especially have been affiliated with PlayStation that could show up here that I'd be really excited for. And nothing's jumping to mind. I mean, you know, like Sifu and Kenna and Stray are all out. And, like, do they have another one that they've already shown? I mean, I'm sure they have more that have not been revealed yet. That'll be exciting to see something like that, but I don't think there's any known one at this time. Or maybe, you know, maybe they'll do a DLC for Stray. Sifu's already gotten a couple updates. I could see a Stray DLC. It wouldn't be that crazy. That was a game that was just... I never touched it. It just seemed uninteresting to me once it came out and people started talking about what it is. You know, it is very much in the Sony formula of the third-person cinematic action-adventure games. Very hand-holdy, very much trying to be a movie, very much limited interactive, and that's just not my bet. Right, and I'm still talking shit on Stray. I'm not even talking shit. I'm just saying it's just not my genre at all. I'm kind of like you guys saw me play through God of War. I got so sick of that. These just games that are playing themselves. I do it much more. Shouldn't be worried about Hellblade if that comes out later this year. I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy that anymore. Even though I really like the first one. That's probably gonna depend on length. I loved the first Hellblade. I don't think I would love it for a 25-hour game, so I hope they don't go crazy with it. Anyway, I need more than just playing as a cat. I need a game there, not just them leading me by the hand and making me watch shit. So PSVR 2 came out today or yesterday? Like I said, just not my shit. I don't care. Lisa is the audio of the stream, of their stream. Too loud, too quiet. We all good?
Welcome to our first State of Play of 2023. We've got a lot to show you, including an in-depth demo of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. But first, PlayStation VR 2 is finally here. Let's dive right in with a look at 5 games arriving on PlayStation VR 2
they're doing all the VR
this
games
year.
right off the bat.
Let's see how you do this time.
Which makes me think it won't be Half-Life Alyx, because I think they would almost end with that if that was going to be on this show.
Kid, we gotta work on your focus. Distractions.
All right. I'll turn him down just a bit more.
They'll get you killed out there. Remember what we shook on. Or, I guess we'll just have to keep this up.
I wonder if it's also, I could kind of position my mic without...
No! Not that I mind, of course. Let's try again, shall we? This will not stay right. I don't know. We'll try this. It's a little in my view, though. I've been thinking a lot of it because, like, you know, the podcast I listen to at work, been talking about VR a lot recently because you know, this week that's the big thing is PlayStation VR 2. And just been thinking about, like, I don't want it. Like, it's not a question of they don't. I mean, even if it's good, I just don't want it. I play games to relax usually. Most of the time. You know, I think a lot of times we kind of talk about how we want to be immersed in shit. And I don't really feel that way. I like to be able to look at my phone. I like to be able to... I don't know. I don't want it to be all-encompassing around me necessarily. I just want to be able to chill out. And I think in VR, no matter what kind of game it is, you just can't chill out because it's just completely, literally, completely encompassing your head. And I'm just not interested in that experience, no matter how good it is. Like, even Half-Life Alyx, I'm sure it's an incredible thing. I have no doubt about that. It's not something I want to do. Like, I'm impressed by it. I don't want to do it. I don't know what you mean. This seems very arcane-ish. At least, you know, at least the telekinetic powers do. It's very much like Deathloop. God, I want to get back to Deathloop. That game was fun as hell. Cool name. I've never heard of most of these studios that have been doing the VR games. That's 3, right? So 2 more?
This may be hard to hear. The Empire will fall.
Oh, it's a Star Wars thing?
Our
So they said
galaxy
the Empire?
will be plunged into 30,000 years of chaos.
Doesn't look like
and
Star Wars.
war.
No, it's not. I don't think so.
We
Another
can't stop.
empire. A
But
different empire.
There is a plan to save humanity.
It's not iconic to me. Have every one of these
So,
games, the
will you
VR
fight
games,
for
been a
a
first-person
dying
shooter?
empire?
Kind of forgotten the
Or
second
help
one. I remember the
us
first one was like the
to
weird
reach
trippy shooter. I don't remember what that
foundation.
second game was at all, honestly. It already slipped out of my head. Well, that was said Skydance Productions. That's a company
that
Amy
tower out
Henning's
there?
associated with. I don't think
Big,
she's involved with that
scary one.
game, but she's doing
That's
and
where I'm
Skybound.
taking you to see the gatekeeper.
Wait, am I
be
getting
judged.
Skybound and Skydance mixed up? That's entirely possible.
Your life. You're gonna show it to me. Just think back to the very beginning, the first thing that you can remember. Every time you blink, you're going to jump forward in time.
That's a neat idea.
Hey, you.
Because one of the big
Over
things
here.
PSVR 2 does over PSVR 1 is the eye tracking.
It's Chloe.
So
your
having
neighbor.
the blinking
The only way to fight
associate,
against time
you be involved with
is
the
to
gameplay
create
is
a work
interesting.
of genius, which might live on after you're gone.
Close your eyes now, and keep them closed. It's only a matter of time. You're ashamed of something.
I don't know the answer to that.
Something so terrible,
Like I
you're
I
trying
know
to
that they
blink
do,
right past it.
so I know there's a solution to that, but I don't know what it is because I just never tried VR,
Now,
never cared
the next
to.
time that you blink, I'm gonna
Oh,
send
the other thing
you
is, I think I'd probably get motion sick.
and just
I didn't
try to
mention
enjoy
that
it
yet,
this
but
time.
I probably wouldn't feel great for me.
That was a sneak peek at some great upcoming games for
All right,
PlayStation VR.
no more VR. I'm
Up
sorry to
next,
be.
Bungie
Oh, that's
gives
right.
us
There is a
stunning
Destiny
new
trailer
look
today.
at
I
Destiny
didn't.
2
They did
Lightfall,
say this
which
in
launches
advance.
on
I forgot about it.
PS5 next week.
Here we go. Real games now. Yeah, I'm sorry to be so dismissive toward VR, but just not for me. That's a lot of pyramid ships.
The witness.
I love Morosov.
The malefactor of our first collapse is at our doorstep.
You have no purpose. Because you fear to seek one. That fear is your failure.
Oh, holy shit. Amanda,
Then
Holiday.
all youths
Oh, no.
keep the enemy away from the traveler at all
Oh, no.
I understand what's at stake, like there. Not all of us have lives to spare.
I'm still worried that the Cloud Striders are going to turn out evil.
Brings you pain. We know.
What are you doing to our ghost?
Our purpose is its end.
You leave our ghost alone.
The battle begins here and now.
Oh, man. I'm so excited. Traveler? You can do that? You can just turn into a Death Star? And you haven't done that this whole time? Fuck, Traveler. That's gonna be so great, though. This is that game that I can't pronounce. Tichia? You imbibe, your spirit goes into these different animals. This was supposed to come out last year and got delayed. I guess so, but that would have been very helpful against Savathun. Lisa, I think you had this game in the league last year and it got delayed, so you didn't get it. I don't know if anybody has it this year yet or not. Yeah, it is that one. I still can't pronounce that name. Oh, that's the. I think that's the first time they're giving us a date. That's only a month away, right? Yeah, less than a month away.
Chia is one of our most anticipated games,
Chia.
and it's launching into the PlayStation Plus game catalog in March.
Oh, it's launching into
Speaking
PlayStation
of
Plus.
let's take a look at what's in store next month.
So if you got one of those upper two tiers, you just get the game, just like Stray. I don't. I just have Essential because I honestly don't play PlayStation that often. That's funny that they get Minecraft Dungeons. And they got Fallout 76 like last month or the month before. That's 2 Microsoft games. So for all this bullshit that's going on with the Activision and infighting, like, they're getting Microsoft games on PlayStation Plus. What the fuck?
Our next game is from Enhance, the creators of Tetris Effect and Res Infinite.
I am looking forward to seeing this one. These guys are crazy. They make weird-ass games. And they've shown a little bit of this game before, just not much. I need to play more Tetris Effect. I'm not good at Tetris, but... You're the dog. The dog's new, I think. This is like Lemmings with people. Well, 2042 should be in Game Pass because it's an EA game. This seems real neat. It is kind of like Lemmings. Welcome, Panda Gorilla. This seems real neat. I wonder if this is exclusive. Tetris Effect was timed exclusive on PlayStation. Oh. And it's got VR. Oh, that's pretty soon too. Didn't say anything about being exclusive. Oh, this is Volcano High, right? I haven't seen this in a while.
So
since like the first PlayStation showcase of where they first showed off the PS5, I think.
Demise of civilization thing. My chosen theme feels.
Hey Panda, don't forget to hit the follow button while you're here.
This year to make an impact.
Yeah, perfect. Go with that.
Are you okay? You've come into this year kind of intense with the band stuff.
The band is important. Why did she have to just leave? I said it was an emergency.
You did, and it is. To you.
This is that game, right? Is it Goodbye Volcano High? And I'm not getting this mixed up with that We Are OFK game. No, now it's a high school game. It's definitely Goodbye Volcano High.
It's weird how everyone's acting like nothing is different. Like to me, everything feels different now.
We've always done what you wanted to do, and that's fine. But there's only so much time we have left.
How are we supposed to just be fine?
Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's relatively soon, too. Yep. Here's some anime for you. I don't know anything about Naruto. Literally nothing.
You can't defeat me.
For a long time, I thought Naruto and Avatar: Last Airbender were the same thing.
Is the person who walks in front of everyone and bears all the pain.
Why are you so obsessed with me?
Sorry, Lisa.
Because we're friends. Here we it go!
In a flash.
My blood is boiling! Charge!
Did she just hit him with a frying pan? That's kind of rad.
Move!
You worm!
Don't underestimate the will of fire.
I'll settle this. Now is the hour of judgment. Amaterasu. The weak are unsightly. This is the power of all the Hokage. Get it going, Lee.
Here I go.
I'll protect you to the end. Sting to the beat of
They're talking really fast.
Sweet dreams.
How about this?
You'll be eaten alive.
Idiot!
Oh, thank you, Panda.
Go, Choji! Cheeto, fire all around! Super Beast Scroll! Here I come, Hinata!
From here forth, history will be spun again. And so began their
This
journey
Kingdom Hearts?
on a path with no end.
With this power, I will establish perfect.
So wait,
What you describe is
when
nothing
they say
more than
new
a clash of
ninjas,
brute force and fear.
that implies this game's already out, right?
No. I do not wish to fight
Or
you,
is that
Elder
like a remaster of an old game? That whatever. I don't even really care. I'm just
Captivating
talking just
fantasy
to
worlds
talk.
await in our next 2 games.
How about that Destiny trailer though? Larian, they do Baldur's Gate, right?
Story, true soul.
Yeah.
My life was dismantled piece by piece.
This is Baldur's Gate
And when I
3.
tried to buy it back, it cost me everything.
I don't think this has been confirmed for consoles
must
until
finish
now.
What I started.
I don't think.
Death's design will be complete.
So that's a pretty big deal.
Discover Gedric's secret. Find out what it is that makes him invincible so we can strip him of his advantage.
Man, this is just making me look like so eager to play Diablo 4.
A slave to forces you cannot comprehend.
Ketheric is a frightening man, but you have something.
This
he
feels like it's
doesn't.
been in early access
Allies
for a
worth
really
having.
long time now.
Together, we will strike down the Absolute.
Oh, is this co-op? Is that why it's split screen now all of a sudden? I know that, you know, they did Divinity Original Sin, and that was co-op. We tried to play that at one point, and we kept killing this dog. It was bad. It's an accident. It just kept happening over and over. Well, it was an accident on somebody's part. Yeah, I don't think that had been confirmed for consoles until now. This one... Yes, Wayfinder.
Welcome to Wayfinder.
This one looks super cool.
An online multiplayer adventure for you and your friends. It's all set in Evanor, a gorgeous but fallen world.
And I'm kind of bummed that
control
it's
the chaos
PlayStation
in
exclusive, at least for a while.
Meet Senja, who likes to get up close and personal. And Silo, who fights with both firepower and fast reflexes. And Wingrave slices through the fray while also supporting the group. With another victory under our belts, let's head to Skylight, our social hub. Here, you'll turn your loot into new weapons and wayfinders. You can also explore dungeons called Lost Zones that you can modify and mutate for a greater challenge. Lost Zones are where you and your friends will team up to complete quests, collect loot, and hunt bosses like this Titan.
It does now. I don't know if we saw a whole lot of actual
We're
gameplay
excited to
before.
bring Wayfinder's beta exclusively to PlayStation, and you can sign up for the chance to
It
play
does look a
early
little
now.
bit more standard
Thanks for watching.
MMO-ish than I thought. I thought it was more of an action game, but it still looks interesting to me. Now they said the beta is exclusive to PlayStation. Was I wrong in that maybe the full version won't be? But I
We've
thought
got
it
big
was.
updates on 2 highly anticipated Capcom games, starting with the debut of 3 new characters for Street Fighter 6.
3 characters. If they said 2 Capcom games, I'm guessing the other one's Exo Primal, right? Or it could be Resident Evil 4, but probably Exo Primal. Zangief got the mask now. Oh, he lost the mask. The Red Cyclone.
He looks sweaty. These are doing people's elbow. I mean, I guess since he didn't run off ropes, it would be the shining elbow, but still. Dragon screw. He's got fewer scars than he normally does. He calls out the jackhammer.
This is your last ride. Let's go. My beautiful body is built better.
He literally said jackhammer before he did it. I like that quite a bit.
I call upon you, great wind. Toino Ikonoi, spirit of the wind. Let yourself become one with me.
I don't know this girl. She might be a new character. I think she is. What? What are those weapons she has? Blanca wearing overalls is very funny to me. Oh. I wish I was good at fighting games, like, at all. I watch a lot of fighting game content on YouTube, and not even, like, streams. I don't even watch many streams in general, but I watch a lot of fighting game documentaries and stuff, and just people talking about fighting games, like Maximilian Dude and Thorgy.
Not the one we're looking for.
Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. I thought this was the other game. Sorry. Wow, Kami's got a whole new hairstyle and stuff. But I am terrible at fighting games. Absolutely terrible at them. But Street Fighter 6 looks so fucking good. I wish I could play it. Kami's got a whole new look. No ass hanging out. That's a little disappointing. Let Kami show ass. Don't get me wrong, if it's anything like Street Fighter 5, they'll be happy to sell you that costume and 500 others. What are cosplay girls gonna do if she can't show ass?
Another mission awaits.
For a second at the beginning of the Kami section, I thought the second Capcom game was Dino Crisis, but I almost freaked out there. That game's gonna be massive.
You see, we are all
It is Resident Evil.
through the holy body.
I was thinking
When you
Exo
only
Primal.
accept the sacred gift. Christ. Like she did.
Temperance, child.
I've taken the liberty of preparing some entertainment for you. Ah, the entertainment. Without further ado.
Look, I'm not a Resident Evil guy, so I don't care. But it feels weird they're remaking this one. Like, it feels too soon. I guess that's not really, but it just feels like it for some reason. And like, it's weird they skipped over Code Veronica completely.
Long time no see. Major Krauser? Why? You can't save her.
Yeah. Blanca doing yard work.
What's gonna happen to me?
Capcom needs to do Beautiful Joe again.
We will beat this. Together.
And Okami.
Thanks.
Then come, Sancho Panza. Let us rescue the Princess Dulcinea.
You're gonna hurt yourself.
Sorry, bad traffic. One combat shot will compliment the Hunnigan.
Ha! This is kind of fun.
So it's not zombies in Resident Evil 4, clearly.
You're kidding.
I really don't know.
Yeah.
I did rent this game as a kid on GameCube. Got my head chopped off within 5 minutes, and then just like, I don't want to do this.
I'm gonna get you home safe. I'm ready to die, rookie. Exalt all!
Leon!
and let it be so. This time, it has to be different.
There you go.
Well, now.
That's pretty soon, right? Isn't it?
Cause some mayhem.
Yeah, March 24th. Real soon.
The show's not over yet. It's
All
Harley
right.
Quinn, Deadshot, King Shark, and Captain Boomerang against the world's greatest DC
No
superheroes.
exclusive
in this extended
characters.
Look at Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League.
Don't do that Spider-Man
Let's hear
shit.
from developer Rocksteady Studios.
Like if it's exclusive skins,
Hi,
I don't
everyone.
even
My
like
name's
that, but I
Darius
can live
Adarian,
with
and
that.
I'm the studio
But
product
no
director at
exclusive
Rocksteady
characters.
Studios. Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League is the next installment in the Arkhamverse and will be releasing this May. It is a third-person action shooter set 5 years after the events of Batman Arkham Knight. Metropolis has been invaded,
May.
and you're going
That's
in as
gonna
the
be
Suicide Squad
close to
members
Zelda,
Harley
isn't it?
Quinn, King Shark, Deadshot, and Captain Boomerang to face off against the ultimate threat, a corrupted Justice League. The team has been hard at work at creating the best possible game experience for our players, and we're very excited to share more as part of this state of play. Today, let's take a brief look at one of the missions in our game. The Flash has been corrupted by Brainiac, and as the Suicide
Like
Squad,
2 weeks
you'll need to
after
work
Zelda.
together in up to 4-player online co-op to stop the Flash and rescue Lex Luthor in the process. Enjoy.
Man, I hope this is good. I really do, especially after Gotham Knights seemed to be not good. I didn't even play it, but it just seemed like not something I was looking forward to that
Oh,
too,
you know
and it
what?
seemed like.
Hold on a sec.
I mean, I skipped it completely
Hello,
because it just seemed
Brainiac?
so boring.
Is it happening now? Great. You will have Luther ASAP. Good news! You want Luther, all you have to do is come and get him.
Task Force X, what the hell was that?
Flash is alive. And he has Luthor.
One damn thing at a time.
That's Joe.
That artillery is gonna wreak havoc on our front line. If there's a snowball's chance in hell you can destroy it, I expect you to. No matter the cost. Are we clear?
Yeah. Where the snowball?
Time to light them all up.
Incoming Harley!
Out of my way.
Guess Quinn ain't
So,
holding anything back for later.
what do we got there? Where'd it go?
Hold my beer, guys. Let's dance. That's gonna leave a mark.
All this aerial combat's making me think of Anthem.
We never get reinforcements.
Thunder upon this tank.
Spot you, mate. Love explosion. Up high. Incoming.
It looks fun, but
We got more company. Go, Shark, go.
a little. I don't know.
Senseless violence. Love it.
I don't know. I guess just
No worries.
like it is not. I mean, I guess I kind of expected it to be. Hey, it's not Arkham,
Boom. Job done.
despite it being in the Arkham universe, being Rocksteady. But man, it is not even close to Arkham. Like I don't think you even have an option to take this. All right, I guess what I'm getting at is I don't think you even have an option to play this as a stealth game. This is just a pure action game, no matter what. And like, that's fine.
That's fine. I just gotta have those expectations, because, you know, when you say Rocksteady, I expect to be like, well, you know, obviously there's gotta be some action, but I'm sure I can play it as stealthy, and it seems like, no, you can't. But that's fine.
Rising like a wave.
A lot of aerial stuff, a ton of it. Like, they haven't even hit the ground at all.
I love our escapades.
I love our escapades. It is very Anthem-ish. They did, even like, I knew Deadshot had a jetpack, but man, even the other three, they just constantly in the air.
So, how'd the whole taking down the Flash thing go?
Still in play? Now get out of my way. I have work to do.
Well, hey there, sleepyhead. We've got an interrogation to get back to. Hey. You think I'm just gonna let you walk away? Until these guys...
Yeah, it does seem very Crackdown-ish. And that's not a bad thing, I don't think. Just, it's not what I necessarily expected from Rocksteady.
Pathetic? At least I'm not a big hero turned stooge for a spaceman.
Okay, Boomerang. You want to see what a real hero can do? I'll show you.
Oh, Wonder Woman?
Flash, how do I stop this? Please, tell me how.
You have to kill us, Diana. We have to die to save the world.
Who was that green guy? Was that Martian Manhunter?
Suicide Squad.
That was
Kill the
not
Justice
15
League
minutes.
Arrives on PS5 May 26th. Rocksteady Studios has even more to share today.
Okay.
Let's listen in.
I was gonna say, that was not 15 minutes.
Show me what you got.
And honestly, also,
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League is an extension of the
he's leaving the
Arkham-verse.
studio.
It's really about now reframing the story.
The
and
characters
telling it
didn't
from
seem
the
like they
villain's
play
point
that
of view.
different. I mean, you know, maybe there's more to it than we know now. They maybe each have a special ability and something, but like,
I hope the fans
if they're all in the air all the
Rocksteady
time shooting
will
guns,
like
they're,
a
you know,
whole
how
massive
different can
chunk
they
of new
be?
Stuff that they've never seen before.
We've always seen Batman's perspective on this world, and we thought it'd be really fun and enjoyable to see this universe, but through the eyes of the villains. We're picking up the story 5 years after the end of Arkham Knight, and a lot's changed in that time.
Just checking. We're all seeing that thing, right?
Why?
Brainiac has
What
invaded
confirmed
Earth
it for
and
you
is this
to want to
huge
be
threat
Harley?
overlooking Metropolis. He's taken over Metropolis City. The Justice League are there to try and save the city, but Brainiac has captured and brainwashed them and turned them against the very people they've been sworn to protect.
I didn't see Green Lantern before. Maybe it was Martian Manhunter, or maybe it was Green Lantern that I thought was Martian
take
Manhunter
over
before.
Earth and turn it into the new Kalu. What we've created is a classic Justice League, but with the sense that there's something wrong with them.
They are now doing Brainiac's bidding, and Amanda Waller scrambles to try to remedy this and essentially save the Earth. And she recruits our 4 lovable characters into fighting the Justice League in an effort to reclaim the Earth and thwart Brainiac's plans.
Your new mission is to kill the Justice League.
The members of the Suicide Squad are Harley Quinn, Captain Boomerang, Deadshot, and King Shark.
Harley Quinn is definitely the most acrobatic of
Okay,
the
here's the
She's
differences.
always moving. She's always flying through the air in kind of barely controlled ways. The feeling of swinging and the
Got a grapple hook.
momentum and the kind of physicality of it, and trying to keep
think
that
we knew
momentum
that.
going and use that to go over buildings or swing under bridges and chain that into kind of the grapple mechanic that she's got. It just feels spot on.
I'm a freaking superstar.
Deadshot has the iconic Deadshot look, but with a rocksteady twist. He's got a real swagger to him, and in this game he can also hover with his jetpack.
I don't know who
He's super
Jack Courtney
precise.
is.
He uses sniper rifles, assault rifles, and pistols. And they
I don't
all
use a
fit with
sniper
his
rifle, though.
Sort of the fantasy of playing as Deadshot as this master assassin.
Are you on Team Waller or Team Get the Hell Out of This Mess?
King Shark, to me, as a person, is, well, as a fish, is this incredible character who's
Sharks aren't
super
fish.
well-read and super well-to-do, and I'm sure could smash
Yeah, I
it
think I'm
up
being King
Naturally,
Shark.
I'm the son of a god. It is my shame to suffer mortals and their buffoonery.
but also doesn't really know simple words or simple things that are going on. I think that's brilliant.
In terms of combat, he is a brute. He is a tank character. He can
Yeah, I'm being
his
King Shark.
abilities all lean into the fact that he wants to get in a bit more close and personal. He's the fastest melee character.
Captain Boomerang's got his Speed Force gauntlet that he can use together with his boomerang. He can throw it to any point in space and Speed Force to that point along the walls, along the floor, and get wherever he wants to go.
You can use that to get up close, dodge around in midair.
Oh,
take out the
sliding's pretty
enemies,
cool.
and
Can
then
every character
start
slide or
back.
just
He
boomerang?
doesn't wanna
Because that's
stick
pretty
around.
neat.
Don't worry, guys. I'm here.
One of the most exciting parts that connects our game to the DC lore are the support squad.
Now it's
You have Penguin, the arms stealer.
there was a lot of concern about this game being a live service game, which
some new faces.
I don't mind.
Hack
I like live
is
service
a
games.
digital
Obviously, we talked
ghost
about
that is
Destiny,
helping the squad
but
both
so far they
navigate
haven't
the
talked
world,
about
but
any of
also
that stuff
upgrade
yet.
their
So
mech
maybe
bombs.
that's kind of stuff's been taken out, you know, as far as battle passes and
Toyman, who's
support
helping
for,
the squad with
you know,
perfecting
ongoing
gear.
support and that kind of stuff.
And then finally we have Gizmo, who is helping the squad with insane vehicle creations that let you blow shit up.
Metropolis is your playground. You're going to get to meet different characters, different villains, and you really get to see these cool, iconic locations.
Being the city of tomorrow kind of like meant a stark contrast with Gotham City, which is very dirty, it's always raining. And that contrast with like a city that's very grand, it's very clean, it's very functional.
The huge difference between Metropolis and Gotham is that Metropolis really acknowledge and really trust Superman. So there is a lot of statues to thank Superman for everything he's done for the city.
You're getting to see Metropolis through the villain's eyes. You're getting to experience this world and traverse through this world as the villains.
Greetings, Metropolis!
So the
You know,
core
also,
ability that everything wraps around in
Lisa,
Suicide Squad is your traversal.
I don't
How
think
that
we
works is
necessarily
combat,
have to
chaining your
pick
combat
one
moves
character
together
and stay
with
that
those
the whole
traversal
time. We
moves,
could
and the
switch it
combat
up around,
encounters
I
are all
think.
designed to push and pull you around the environment in a battlefield that's constantly changing, working out how to use all your different weapons, your guns, your melee attacks, and how to use them all to your best advantage to control the chaos and come out victorious.
What's
Whoa,
awesome
that
about
was neat.
gunplay is the variety. So there's 6 core types of weapon families. We've got assault rifles, SMGs, sniper rifles, shotguns, miniguns, and pistols. There's added variety from weapon manufacturers.
There's LexCorp weapons, there's
So it's just
GCP weapons,
it's a loot
there's
game.
Armortech
That's
weapons.
what they're saying.
Later on in the game, we also have gear sets. The gear sets are villain themed. For example, if you have a Bane gear set and you trigger his buffs in the game, some of it will have the Bane drums and you'll be like Bane and like boom, 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 and then there's like green smoke and you trigger all kind of effects. So you're basically taking the essence of the villain, you're bringing it into the game.
Each character has a power level in the game that we call gear score. As you
Okay,
acquire
now
more
it's
gear in
starting
the
to
game,
feel more
your
live
gear score goes
servicey.
up. And as that
Do
number
they,
goes
yeah,
up,
battle
it's
pass. Yeah, it's still there. Okay, it is a
part
live
of this
service
progression
game.
journey, you will unlock more.
Like I
and
said,
more
that's fine with me,
experience, more and
but
more
there's
ways
gonna be
to
a lot of
customize
people
your
who are mad
character
about
to
that.
really fit the way you want to
A
play.
lot of people.
Every firearm in our game is upgradable. So in Suicide Squad Killer,
Yeah, I
Justice
like
League,
loot
you're gonna
too.
get
We got to
lots
get
of
back into
choice
Borderlands
to
and
use the
start Tiny
weapons that you
Tina's at some
need,
point.
and to
We
complete
got
your
so much to
missions, but
play.
most
So
importantly,
damn much.
you will be able to customize your squad to be whatever you like.
You can wear whatever you want, any of the outfits. You can be running around in your asylum jail outfit and still have like the best gear score ever.
I like it.
Our game is a 1 to 4 player co-op experience, which means that all the missions in the game have been designed to support solo play, playing with a friend, 2 friends, or 3 friends.
For the single player fans, you can play in single player with bots filling in the role of the squad, so you still feel like you're part of a team, and you can switch them if you want. I'm going to try King Shark now, or we can say, well, I think Harley will be a better fit for this mission, so I'm going to switch over and I'm going to try her out.
But if you really want to tear it up, going in with a full group of 4 lets you experience the full mayhem the Suicide Squad has to offer.
And you get to really experience the dynamics between how you can all play together in different play styles in order to take on Brainiac and the Justice League.
I kind of wish it was an open world though, especially like
when the story
playing
is done,
4-player,
the
getting
experience
4
doesn't end
people.
there.
That, oh shit!
Rocksteady will continue its legacy of supporting the game after it's launched.
We're going to deliver lots of new content to our players. We're going to have new
4
playable
people to all
characters,
stay
new
together.
weapons, and new missions.
For players who like to customize their looks, we'll offer a battle pass that only contains cosmetic items.
There's just going to be so much for the players to enjoy.
Just picture it. Harley Quinn kills the Justice League.
If you like story games, if you like RPG elements, if you like co-op games, if you like customizing your characters, if you want to play as a badass, this game kind of has it all.
It's
I like
very
those things.
fast-paced, it's really colourful, it's loud and unapologetic and in your face, and it's going to be really, really fun.
Hey, Metropolis! Do you like live executions? Well, don't touch that dial, or I'll break your fingers.
Yeah, I'm into it. It's just, you know,
Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League arrives on PS5 later
much
this
more
year.
Anthem
We'll be
than
back with more announcements soon.
Arkham.
Thanks
than
for watching.
Arkham City, Arkham Asylum. So just got to adjust my expectations to that. And but you know, I think it looks neat. I'm into it. Yeah, I guess when I think about it, you know, the Arkham games, they did have a long tail of support. I know they weren't live service, but they had long DLCs after that. And most importantly, they didn't say anything about exclusive characters or even exclusive skins or anything. Honestly, I'm just kind of surprised about that. I was preparing for that at least. So, hey, that's good. They also didn't mention anything about crossplay. Hope it is. It's probably not, but I hope it is. Yeah. Honestly, before Suicide Squad, there wasn't a whole lot in that state of play for me. That game Humanity looks kind of neat. I think there's 1 or 2 other things, but Naruto's not for me. All the VR games aren't for me. Resident Evil 4. Street Fighter looks awesome. But yeah, but Suicide Squad looks really cool. We're gonna have a lot of fun. I don't know if I was playing that game alone, I maybe would not play it. Honestly, it looked like it would be kind of skippable if I was a solo player. But since I love co-op, and since I got, you know, a co-op partner, at least one, hopefully we can get 2 others in there too. It looks like it's going to be a ton of fun with other people. Similar to, you know, Crackdown or Anthem or Borderlands. Like, it's just more fun with other people. Anyway, I'm just kind of rambling now because I'm so damn tired. So I'm gonna end the stream now, and I'm gonna upload it to YouTube, and then I'm gonna get some sleep, which is desperately needed. I will be back tonight with probably Metroid. Looking forward to that. I think I'm winding down on that game. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm totally wrong, but anyway. See you later.